Welcome back to update and progress number 11. How's everyone doing? Brilliant. So I'd like you to hit pause on the video. Go and get yourself a nice cup of tea and a biscuit. Okay, you resume now. So you've got your cup of tea, you've got your biscuit. This is quite a lengthy video. I make no apologies for it. Got quite a lot to say. We're going to look at a few things down here in my back room where the magic happens, and then we'll go up to the shed. We got some stuff there, quite a bit to show you. I've got a bit of a dilemma. I really like you guys to watch the whole video if possible. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. I've already filmed it, so I've done the second bit first and the first bit second, if that makes sense. I know you're all confused. So this is called the Tourette's Tetris building because it's just, oh my gosh. So I've been working on it for a couple of weeks now. Obviously it does take me a little bit longer to do stuff than the average Joe, but this is the travel lodge. So far we got 5 floors, and it'll go up hopefully into a couple more floors there yet. So nice big travel lodge building. I'm just gonna, can you see them knobbly bits inside the windows? These I love Fowler's kits, they're brilliant, but I've got to say this one's just a pain. It really is. You see all the knobbly bits on the windows, every single piece on this, and they're all individual pieces that you got to put together. So there's like, I don't know, 13 or 15 pieces to each side, and obviously you got 2 long sides and then 2 short sides, and you got the knobbly bits in the window. So it's a bit of a pain cutting this out, and then obviously going along with a Stanley knife. I know some of you in the past have said, how do you do stuff? As you can see there, got a modified hacksaw. My wife cut up some milk bottles and melted the plastic around the handle, so that makes things easier. Obviously my old set of track cutters, which I actually cut the plastic parts out of the shells basically, so out of the spurs. So I use those, and obviously my little knife there, I can just got a little pinch on my right hand. So yeah, it's coming on just nicely, and I just thought I'd just quickly show you. As you can see, I sprayed it black and then I've coated it in a stone colour. Obviously got a little bit more painting to do and lots of gluing, but we're getting there very slowly. So today I'm going to show you how to, it's not a how-to video. I'm going to put together a tram station, and then we'll go up to the shed. Got loads of stuff to show you up there. Then I've got my dilemma, which I'd like you guys to watch and comment on, and then got some good shots of the 4TC and a little bit of a running session. So it is a lengthy video, so stay tuned. So when I did my platforms, basically I did a obviously cut out some 18mm ply, and then I brought some Pico concrete edging. I've cut off the knobbly bits. Obviously I cut my 18mm ply. I then used my No More Nails and I glued it to the side. Left a millimetre just at the top here, and then 1mm plastic card and sprayed it all up. But we've done our platforms, but we need to do our tram station. So you can see I've got one here, which I've used 9mm ply, and one over there. So all I did was I cut out the shape, And then I've done a layer of plastic card. As you can see, I've cut out my brick sheet already. So I'm just going to go away. I'm going to glue that to the side using my trusty No More Nails. And we'll see what it looks like. Be back in a second. So I'll put the edges on, the brick edging, giving it a quick spray. And obviously I put a little bit of decor in place just to show you what the tram station will look like. Obviously I've got the other side to do, but even for someone in my situation, it's really not hard. So yeah, like I say, for a tram station, 9mm. For a normal station, 18mm. Your concrete sides, and yeah, use the No More Nails. Obviously some wet wipes to wipe up any glue that squeezes out, and yeah, just such an easy way to make a platform of any curvature or straight, or however you want to do it. I know a lot of you guys do ask how I do stuff. We obviously limited amount of fingers, as in 0 fingers. I do have a couple of stumps, but you know, there's stuff like this that I'll put my actual hand in and I can sand away to my heart's content. There's obviously things like these pincers. I don't have any actual feeling, so I do work on pressure, and my hands do tire quite quickly. But you know, it's not you know, there's hundreds and thousands of better layouts, but there's only one that's not, or has been made without fingers, and that's this one. So all good, and it's a lot of fun. So with that, we're going to go up to the shed. As I said, I do apologise for the last video with the Class 33, just needed a good service, and we'll get around to doing that at some point in amongst all the other stuff that we're doing. So let's go to the shed, shall we, and show you some more stuff. So welcome back up to the shed. As I said, got quite a lot of stuff to go through, and obviously I want to ask you guys something and hear your thoughts on it. But first of all, just wanted to show you these. Now, they was I asked any scale models. Obviously I've given them a shout out before with reference to, it was a bit of a weird conversation, to be honest, and obviously these are called fenders, and they're a fair size. I'm just obviously trying to make the port a little bit more detailed now down this end. There's two types. There's a round type, well, an oblong type, and then obviously these big ones just here. I've just obviously put them into place. I've not long painted them up. As you can see, I've given them a coat of whitewash, so they look a little bit salty. So yeah, just gonna show you the pair there. Obviously these are used for fairly big ships to stop them being battered against the harbour wall there. So at the moment I brought 4. I do intend to get some more, but I wanted to obviously do this ship first and work my way around. So that's the first thing I just wanted to show you. Just see there's a track pin, obviously an old chain, and I needed to attach it somehow, so I used a Dremel with a small drill bit, and then obviously glued a track pin in place, looped in the chain. So yeah, Look quite realistic, to be honest. Very pleased. Thank you Anyscale for doing these. They look amazing, and yeah, really happy with them. So thanks for making them up. Obviously I painted them myself, put the chains on, and they look pretty cool. Obviously we got the vans from the scrapyard area, and we'll come on to that in a second. Move them down to this area, and there's a reason for that, and we'll come on to it just shortly. Obviously that big truck that was up there was also parked in the wings just here. So as you can see in this area, we've added a truck or two. We've sprayed the body on this grey one here, and give it a little bit of weathering around the edges. As you can see, so I'll know what I'm talking about. An all flash, no cash kind of scenario. Big flashy truck, and yeah, owner driver going around Europe. So we got our queue of trucks going up onto the ship. As you can see, we got a few trucks on here. Obviously I've just moved this guy a little bit to stop and boarding, and then this guy reversing this truck back into the garage part there, and we've got another truck just there. So it's all looking like it's being loaded. Let's just come out a little bit. So yeah, quite pleased how it's coming along. Obviously thanks guys for the vehicles and the trucks. That's Daryl Deltic and Dave's Trains. Really appreciate it, mate. It's just support from all you guys has been absolutely fantastic. So on to my bit of a dilemma I have. Now, obviously you can see I've taken away the trains and obviously the truck and the vans that was here. Now, I kind of want to revamp this area. It's just not, it's not usable. And obviously with this ship, unless you stick your head up above the firing pit, you can't really see it. So what I'm thinking of doing, and just bear with me now guys, is the Class 31 body and the D-Moore engineer's place and the crane and obviously the bits and pieces. I want to take all of this out, just at the front, not the tracks. So just this front part here. I want to take all this out, all these tracks. All the way just to about here. Now what I'm thinking of doing is obviously taking these points out, just up kind of here, and then having one going straight up, and just gonna rest my camera a minute because it'll be a little bit easier. So one coming straight up here, and then another one coming round. So I can put the engineer's place just up here, and then I was thinking maybe the Class 31 just behind this building, basically, along roughly about up there. So if I moved the two buildings and obviously the crane, they would kind of fit in nicely. It would be more viewable, more usable. Now that brings me back to this area. You're going to say, what am I going to put instead? Well, I'm thinking to get where the D-Moore engineer is up until where the just here, the crane boom, is to put in a old type fisheries warehouse. Obviously some forklifts, some trucks, and just obviously again more harbour stuff, and a harbour wall along the front here. Excuse obviously the fingers. And then I was thinking of putting just here then obviously maybe 1 or 2 fishing trawlers, which again I think would add to the whole port theme. My question is obviously I am going to change this because just this area is just not usable. It's not usable, not really obviously with this ship that's here. It's not really viewable either. So if you have any other ideas that I could possibly do in this area or enhance the area, and obviously then we'll put the engineer's place in the class 31 just along here. We'll take up all these tracks in the front, the foreground. Obviously we'll still have the main lines running in the back. But I just think having a a whole fishing scene, I could probably put in like a corner piece here as well and extend that sort of grassy area, and then just at the bottom here is to have a harbour wall, so it'll just come on a bit of an angle. So I probably get, well, definitely 1, but maybe 2 sort of medium size fishing ships. So we could do a whole cold store type area. I am obviously, this area here is just going to stay as it is, with the barge and stuff, but it would just literally be from kind of like the far lefty screen now all the way along. So it does entail taking all this up. I don't like doing it, especially when I've made something, but I just feel there's not a lot going on here, it's not usable and, like I say, not viewable. So I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, and yeah, and we'll, like I say, I think we're going to start taking this up in a very near future and rearranging this whole scene here first of all, and then we shall work on the fishing port. I think, like I say, a couple of ships I think will fit in there just nicely. So I do apologise for my last video. As I said, the class 33 really needed a bit of a service, as I haven't used it for a long time. So I've only got a couple of locos. I've got the class 33, I've got this class 24 and a couple of old Lima class 73s, which again haven't been used for a while. I bought them because they were limited editions. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give you another view of the 4TC going around and some running. Really is a nice set. I said my total on it was 175. Really couldn't miss that opportunity. But really nice. Might have to look at this. I've never actually run this class 24. I bought it like ages when I was still actually working, and I think I need to change the CV on it because I'm kind of nearly at full speed there. But it's gives a nice shot, doesn't it? So just Thought I'd give you some better running. Seems such a small loco actually on the front of this train, but like I said, it's just to show you guys. Very nice. Really cheap, that class 24. It cost me about £45. So I've had it quite a long time. See our little class 4 and 6 just there. You know, it's really hard to model without fingers. It's even harder to film. And oops, and in the way there. So, no hands, 2 trains running, filming, unbelievable. Yeah, I know the class 24 is not as nice as obviously the class 33. It's had a lot of weather into it. So we should let these arrive in the station. I say I do apologise. For wobbling of the camera. Well, at least we haven't had any stalls in this session, so that's good. So we'll just let this run round. So and we'll bring this one around to Mumbai, the 4TC. So yeah, if you'd like to comment about obviously that area that I'm thinking of changing, I say thinking it is going to change. Maybe you have some ideas. Obviously I need to keep it in the theme of a port. And yeah, I'd like to hear them, so chuck them down in the comments box. As always, thanks for subscribing. It does help the channel grow, so I appreciate that. I hope I haven't bored you too much. But like I said, we haven't had any stalls this time, so I need to get in and service that Class 33. I do apologise, it's a fairly long video, but obviously I had quite a bit to talk about and to show you guys. So we'll just let this run around into Mumbai and we should call it a day. Beautiful head-on shot there. So I appreciate your time watching the video, guys, and I look forward to reading your comments about what we've talked about today. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.